Hello, friends. I want to give you an update on what I've been doing behind the scenes to understand what's going on in our community with gas lines and underground boring. I do want to tell you that yesterday a friend of mine spoke to their city councilor and learned that there is a meeting taking place today, I believe, somewhere that unfortunately I wasn't invited to be a part of or partake in. My understanding is it is around regulations and what's happening. I'm really disappointed in that, considering the major issues have been either in my ward or right outside of my ward and impacting people in my ward with the necessity to evacuate for safety. But the evacuation, unfortunately, was due to these issues, and I am a bit frustrated about that. This doesn't surprise me. I often feel like I have to work on my own, but this isn't a pity party for me. This is an update on what I'm doing, and I have been doing some work behind the scenes, trying to understand what's going on. There's still ongoing investigations, so some details will probably never be privy to me. But what we all know and we can all see with our own eyes is contractors, whether qualified or not, are making big mistakes that are causing harm. That's a fact. And I've reached out to other communities and other contractors and other telecommunication companies. And what I'm learning is some cities have put in more restrictive permitting to ensure this doesn't happen. In case of emergency, some cities have pulled permits completely until we can understand why this is happening. Some cities require any utility boring like that to be supervised by a city employee or staff member or contractor or even fire department. At this point, I'm not educated enough to make a suggestion, but I do have a lot of resources around what other cities are doing. And I'm always open to your feedback. I've heard from many of you since this started happening, and I encourage you to keep reaching out to me. I know many of you have expressed that you don't necessarily feel heard in this situation, and I hope those of you who have talked to me do feel heard. This is a serious issue, and it deserves a serious plan. Maybe there's a plan taking place right now wherever that meeting is. I don't know. I hope there is. I hope we'll hear what the plan is. But I want you all to know, in case that meeting doesn't get announced or it's not productive, that I am trying, and I will work with anyone in city government, county government, state government, federal government, those who aren't in government, private citizens, companies. If you have a solution or a proposal, or if something I've said in this video strikes you as something we should be doing, please let me know. I hope, if there's not a plan by the next city council meeting, to bring something to the council, whether it's a formal ordinance or a resolution. Who knows? We'll see. I'll need the city attorney's help to draft any kind of ordinance, and the city council would have to agree and vote on that. Same with a resolution. But I know this is worth talking about, and it's worth talking about publicly. So that's where I'm at. That's what I've been able to do so far. I wish it was more. I wish I had a plan, but I'm open, and you know how to reach me. Hopefully, if you don't, you can reach me wherever you're watching this. So thank you, Greencastle. And here, I hope you know how much I care and how much I'm working to solve these issues.